of ghetto poets by combining continuous non-stop run-on prose that flows in a monotone / sing-songy type of voice that triggers the type of sonics that have been manifested by many poets before me. My body language is that of a spoken word mime in which I act out each syllable, yet my overall message is minimal. Look at my hand. Look at how it moves when I talk. I walk on clouds and stars and play with concepts that sound cool as hell, and I yell because it makes me sound profound and poetic. Yet it's pathetic how I'm supposed to be phonetically make words appear to be making sense, yet I remain to be a Saul Williams wannabe. I am that poet, that cliche poet. I am that poet, that cliche poet. I write over-articulated references to the ancient temples of Kemet. I talk about how in the past we used to be kings and queens, yet in the present, I act as a peasant. And I run off a long list of African-American names I learned in African-American history class like Malcolm, or Martin, or Marcus, or Patrice Lumumba, or Sojourner Truth, yet I failed to show you the truth about what they were known for, because to be honest with you, I already know. I just go for the last one he said. It sounds cool when he said it, so I want to sound like him because I am that cliche poet, because I am that poet, that cliche poet. I am that poet, that cliche poet. I'm the type of poet that recite ghetto hype material. I don't write original right material, I bite material. I come up here with some new type material with no kind of research or right material, just bitter gripe material, anti-white material.
Kill him! Kill him! We're gonna get him outside!
I'm the type of poet that refer to sisters as Nubian queens. And I compare them to Nefertiti, or Aset, or Nzinga, or Asada. I make a lot of empty promises about how I treat them as the goddesses that they are. Now this sounds cool as hell on stage, yet black women are the first ones to feel the wrath of my male ego rage, because I am that poet, that cliche poet. I am that poet, that cliche poet. I write long-winded, ignorant poems with my prejudices against interracial relationships. And I talk about how in the past, and I compare the flaws of white women to the strength of quote-unquote sisters, yet secretly, I want to hook up with a Pamela Lee type, Angelina Jolie type.
Angelina's the
My
bomb,
failures are a direct result of 400 years. 400 years of blaming the white man. I admit that I fell down and can't get up, but listen, I want you to listen very carefully.
Say word.
I don't want you to clap for me, light candles for me. I want you to snap for me, because I am that poet that Brother Spirit, I got another short one, let's show. But I also got to promote something. I wrote a book, it's a novel called Sanjata. Book 1, The Blood Wars. It's about a black superhero. But yeah, it's a novel. So check it out, Amazon.com, MySpace. Talk to me later. I got cards.
Buy it.
Yes, you got superpowers and everything. But you can talk. I don't want to take y'all time up, but I got cards and stuff like that, so we can link up. Right. Real quick. This is inspired by a story my son told me. There once was a boy named Wade. And because of his dark shade of pigmentation, he would often persuade people to call him Spade. Now, Spade was only in the 1st grade, and he often played the charade of the pimp gangster masquerade. And what made the situation more jaded was the fact that Spade was raised in a good home. I mean, he was very intelligent, and he had a brain, but for some reason, in his mind, he was made for this crime game. Wade, wake up, Wade, said his teacher, Miss Underwood. Now, Spade stood and said, nah, Miss Underwood, you got it misunderstood. My name is Spade. She said, young man, you were only 6. And already you know the tricks of the street, and I bet you could probably hustle and get whatever you want, but you probably don't even know your alphabet yet. What? Spade bustled. He started to rustle in the room and shuffle and bebop his way to the front of the class with his pants hanging off his ass. He said, my ABCs, man, I got this down to the T. You see, Spade's pride and reputation often collide. I know my alphabet, he cried. So Spade stood on Miss Underwood's oak wood desk in all his splendor and glory. He offered to say the alphabet in the form of a story. He said, A, B, did you see these E's? Man, F that G, because H and I used to shoot J's down the Avenue K and spark the L down the M, N, N, O, P, so Q, the tape to the R, S, N, T, U and V grabbed the car, make double U-turn down to Malcolm X Boulevard, and only then will you understand why we had to catch some Z's.
Come on.